All right, watching Suncor, oil's been looking really bullish along with gold. Watching Suncor, it might be getting a big breakout soon. You see those higher lows on the monthly time frame over here. You got a higher low and higher high on the monthly time frame, possible bull flag on the monthly time frame, and it looks like it's preparing a breakout above this high over here. Now, if we do break this area, this is a really long-term resistance area on Suncor. It's the same on the Canadian side, essentially. If you do break this area, there's a lot of room for this stock to rise a lot higher. And personally, I do believe that Suncor is probably going to be a good longer term hold and a longer term swing. And on the Canadian side, I personally, this is just my bias, not financial advice, and nothing is for sure. I personally could see Suncor on the Canadian side going to $70, $80 plus, which would line up with pretty much the all-time high from the past. And we know Suncor is not just about oil. They're also getting into the hydrogen, a clean energy business as well. And they operate the gas stations, Petro-Canada. So they have several business segments, and it's been a good long-term hold. They pay a decent amount of dividends. The chart's looking quite bullish recently. Oil prices are looking quite bullish recently. And when you think of the price of oil, the U.S. government has not yet fulfilled their reserves that they sold off before. And in fact, to my knowledge, from the last that I read, Biden was actually planning to sell even more of the reserves to try and keep the price of oil down. Now, eventually, the U.S. is going to have to fill those reserves, and Biden, in the meantime, is trying to buy time while he's still president to make the Democratic Party look good and trying to keep the oil price from going up. But inevitably, I think they're going to lose control of it. The price of oil seems to be rising. The chart looking pretty strong. It's got those monthly higher lows here. It's forming a long-term, somewhat of a pennant you could almost draw. And if and I would say when oil does break out of this pennant, this Suncor stock is going to see a big move. And obviously, if oil breaks bullish out of this pennant, this Suncor stock is probably going to skyrocket. And something to keep an eye on because it almost looks like it's preparing to do that soon.